Yes. We're in the podcast.
Welcome back to another episode of the Jake and Josh podcast. This will be episode 10, actually. Yes, episode 10. Congratulations, all of us involved.
Wait a sec. Hold on. 1 sec.
10th episode.
I don't mean to cut you off, Josh, but I'm just confused with the numbering of our episodes because I thought the last one. What was the last one?
Last one was 9.
We just checked the GCS studio. Wait a second. Last one that we recorded was 9. Okay, so we're up to episode 7 on the audio RSS feed and on YouTube. And then you're uploading 8, and then this would be
10 because we did the one with Grace.
The one with Grace, and that's going to come out before this. Okay, yeah. Sorry. All right, that's all me.
You're good. No, you're good. You're good. Good job fact checking, bro. You're straight.
I'm not trying to fact check. I'm just never been good at math. You know this, Josh.
It's okay because math is not my strong suit either. But
fuck
it
math.
Happens. Kind of need math to it makes the world go round, as my mom likes to say.
Math or meth?
Yeah, both could be true. Honestly,
both. You know what? Let's just continue. Getting us into the podcast. That was a great start. Balloons,
fantastic.
Balloons for his video day. It's crazy that Balloons has his video debut and nobody's gonna be able to see it because my webcam decided to stop working. I'm really Balloons. I'm sorry. I'll take that. That's on me. Take that one on the chest. Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm taking full responsibility. I'm sorry. I didn't.
Hey man, it happens, and sometimes you just need to be responsible and accept the full responsibility. But nobody's holding it against you.
I'm just really fucking holding this. I'm really beating myself up about it. I just don't have a fucking. What
is happening?
We're not gonna clown you for this, bro. We're not gonna clown you for this. There are things that Balloons and I would clown you for, though. Like,
what?
This isn't one though.
This isn't one of them. Yeah, I'm glad that Balloons and I agreed on that. Actually, you remember in the most recent pod, Balloons. Coop was on a streak that day. Now, to be fair, it wasn't one of Coop's best days, but he was on a streak that day.
Which one? Which pod? The one that we recorded with Grace?
Which pod?
Yeah, which pod? That's a good question.
The one that. Hold on, y'all both asked me the same question at the same time.
We're both confused, bro. We're like, what the fuck? Come on, bro. Yeah.
I'm saying, the one that's being uploaded right now, right? So in that pod, Balloons.
Wait, which one is being uploaded right now?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Oh my gosh.
I'm curious. Wait, hold on.
And another question. Okay,
that's the one that has Coop trying.
This is episode 8, correct? No.
And then his camera just completely
Mike Spice.
Mike Spice thing. Yeah, you remember
I'm still, dude. That's an elite character. I want to start bringing characters into the show.
Wait, that one hasn't been uploaded yet?
No, it's uploading right now.
Like right now as we talk.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Wait, is that what the fuck?
We did record that 3 weeks ago, Balloons. You would be correct.
That's crazy.
I know, and you know what, Josh? You brought it up to try to get on my ass, and you've left yourself exposed, pal. You've really left yourself exposed as a man that uploads podcasts. But you know what? Honestly, the podcast is the podcast, so it doesn't matter. Like, that was a pretty great. The car accident one, I really wanted to pick up on some of the TikTok traction, not the trash, the traction that we had. But mostly what we talk about is pretty evergreen. Like, it's not like a video that we discuss some current event topic. It's really just us riffing and being, blood brothers, the closest of friends.
Each other's presence, on camera.
I love you, Josh.
Appreciate you too, bro. I love you too, gang.
Thank you. And Balloons, I know I've never met you in the flesh, but I know I'll speak. I love you as a brother.
Thanks. I just don't say it back. I just fucking put you on fucking. He's just not talking now.
Because in my head, that's all I was thinking. That's all I was thinking. I was like, he's not gonna say that back to you. But put me on the other end, like.
That's fucking funny.
You know what I'm saying? Send you. He doesn't even say anything. He just texts you back like the handshake emoji or the salute emoji.
Wait, what? I'm so confused. Wait, the Spice one, the one where he was trying to do the thing, was that a different one from the accident?
Yes.
The accident, in my memory, the accident is like the most recent one I remember recording. Damn, I got jet lag.
The accident is the one that I was talking about, the Mike Spice one. We recorded that before the accident one. I uploaded the accident one before we.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it wasn't the most recent podcast. Okay.
So yes, technically, it was not the most recent podcast.
Okay. That makes way. He still hasn't talked. You want me to say it back, Josh? You want me to say it back? Josh.
I think what I'd like is an apology.
For what? What? You're gonna tell a girl I love you? She's like, thanks. You're like, I want an apology. You ain't say it back. You need to say it back.
Say it back to me, Balloons.
What's his name? He's moving like the Smiths right now, bro.
Yeah.
Will and Janet right now.
Balloon and I have been separated since 2016 is basically what I'm getting at. That's so wild.
That whole story.
I can't believe it.
Nuts.
So disrespectful to Will, and the fact that he slapped someone that over a woman that wasn't even his wife. I don't know if he thought that was going to get him back in favor with the missus, but it really. I mean, you talk about a man that has just made some absolutely downright god awful choices, and I do feel more bad for him than when it first started, but it's still just like, damn, man. I
have a lot of mixed views on it personally, because I agree with what you just said, Coop, but then I've also heard the views of this, like, Will went out of his way and he chose that woman, which he did.
No, he did. It's very much so his own fault, for sure. He
went and chose that woman, and then chose to not acknowledge the fact that they were not connected, and then just started putting on appearances for people, and then tried along the way to be like, all right, let's figure out if we actually love each other, while after telling the whole world that they did. It's like, well, why would you, that's weird, Now listen, don't get me wrong, I don't agree with anything that Janet has done or said. I think that, excuse me, Janet. Jada. I kept saying Janet. I don't agree with anything that Jada has
Who's Janet?
done.
Are we throwing shade at someone? That's a Freudian slip, maybe?
I remember Janet. Josh always used to complain about her, dude. No, I'm just kidding.
I actually don't know Janet. Anyways, the point is, I don't agree with anything Jada has done or said in that front. I just feel like it's too much of a public thing. It's too much of a public thing where she just discusses and just breaks down her relationship with Will. And sure, some people might argue that it's that's her therapy, but listen, to what end, man? Because now you're ruining his image, you're ruining your image. Now everybody looks
that's
bad.
Her therapy. I don't buy that. I don't buy that it's her therapy, dude. I think even if it is, at the point, I agree with you. It's at the point of ruining, and I'm sorry to cut you, I'll let you finish it, but I just think at the point of as to your point, ruining someone else's life, you can't, I don't think you can morally justify that as your own therapy. Handle it behind closed doors. The only thing I could think is that if I'm being extremely charitable, is that they probably had an arrangement to get some clout off of the entire thing, but I don't know.
Will and Jada together?
I'm saying that's the most charitable.
I thought Will would have fucking agreed to that one.
But I'm saying that's the most charitable way you could view something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Even if that's the case, do you understand how crazy that sounds? That's just ridiculous.
Fellas, I'm not saying that that's my I'm saying if I were to be
no. I'm saying,
you know what I'm saying?
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm saying ridiculous in the sense of that people would actually get together and say, you know what, we
gotta frazzle the public. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Not that the take is insane, but I'm just saying that if that was something to be true, which in this day and age, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if it was. It's
can't
just
put it past anyone. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't, in this day and age, man. I think it's crazy. We've lived long enough to be grown up under when Will Smith was one of the greatest, actors or just people in general, and then now he's
so
not
talented.
Now talented. He's not. Now he's not. Now it's anytime that you see or hear anything about Will Smith, the only thing you're thinking about is the stuff that Jada says. That's just it.
Isn't it wild that you could have the body of work, and this kind of goes off of what you said. I don't want to just completely verbatim, but it's kind of, I'm building off of it, right? like when you've not only is Will like super duper talented, but you said, as you said, I should say, that the career that he's had, such a body of work, right? But even the fact that when you bring up Will, now people's go-to thought that they have in their heads is quite literally another person. Can you imagine having such a large controversy that people's main thought when they hear the name Will Smith is not even him? It's a person that, albeit was a big part of his life, but could you imagine, Josh, if like when people thought, we went through some big controversy, and then people, whenever they associated you in their heads, my face came up, how much of a mind fuck that must be for Will Smith, because he's got to know too. He is.
Well,
his reputation
like,
is anchored to her forever, and that's the most crazy part to me.
It's kind of like when people say like, you can do all the good that you want, but people will always remember you for the bad.
Yeah,
and that's just like, even without like the Wills without like Jada, right? If Will had did like without the Jada thing, people are gonna remember Will for that slap. Where he just stepped out of line. They're not gonna remember him for anything before that. Like,
and even that gets traced back to Jada. And it even makes it worse that they weren't together. So it's just, dude,
it's just a bad look.
How must that feel as well to like have to go out with your ex and put a fucking brave face, basically?
Yeah, dude, that's got to be. I mean, mentally, that's got to be.
Do you think that's bad, man? I think that Red Room talk where the entanglement thing was big.
An entanglement.
That was actually. I'm not gonna lie. That was my favorite word that summer. I'm not gonna lie to you.
The way he said that too was like you could just see was on the.
When she said that word, it was like everybody had now discovered it, and then it was just the new biggest thing to say. People would no longer say situationships, bro. People talk to me, they'd be like, "Yo, my fault, bro. I got a little entanglement going on."
Even cheating, dude. Like, it's like people are like, "Yeah, just it's like the soft way of saying that you cheated on an entanglement." And it's also, what's crazy is thinking back now.
Cheating is like okay now these days. By the way,
here comes Josh. Josh gonna be like the Instagram story number 14. Josh is like, but we don't want to talk about that. Of course, Josh, we want to talk about that. We'll talk about, bro. But here's what I'm saying is, let me kick game for a second, Josh, before we segue over into the morality of cheating. Of course, I think it's weirder that at that point you have to think when did the time frames match up with that? Did she have an entanglement with him when Will and Jada weren't together? Because if so, that actually looks better for Jada and worse for Smith, I feel like.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
I hear where you're coming from, but even
in the home is crazy. By the way, though, that's the only thing. It's like in their house is crazy.
Even if that's
with the friend of her son, that's
what I'm saying.
Fucking
that's
mental.
That doesn't look good on Jada at all. Like it doesn't.
I don't want to be that guy, but like from all the stuff I've heard from the Red Table Talk, like the way that Jada talks to her daughter about her sex life, I don't want to be like that, but it's like something you'd expect from a really out of touch, rich, like white mom. It's really just honestly god awful. It's disgustingly weird. I don't like it's something that's like, why are you sharing your sex life with your daughter? It's just it's everything about that family sometimes it's just like, I don't know if it's something where it's too much exposure to fame that gets to them. But if you think about it, every single person in that family, there's some families where it's like, okay, one person, the husband is famous, right? Like if you're married to Keanu Reeves, nobody really knows who Keanu Reeves' wife is, right? So the wife has like a normal life. That everyone in that family is pretty much success. I mean, yeah, everyone in that family is famous, does some sort of art, and it is really a
what did
weird
Jada Smith do?
She's was an actress, and then she kind of, albeit she does kind of coast now, obviously off of being Will Smith's, but she had a body of work. She did that.
She did that Cleopatra thing, right?
Yeah, and also, I mean, there's a whole.
The last movie I saw her in was The Girls Trip.
Yeah, and she also had the whole. I mean, that's another whole really sad part of the story is that whole run-in that she had with Tupac. More than a run-in, but the whole snafu, the entanglement, if you will, she had with Tupac.
She had another entanglement with Tupac?
No, the one where she visited. Yeah, she visited him in what was it in Rikers or something?
Yeah.
Wait, so she cheated twice? Confirmed?
No.
She was just in love with him.
She was the way how she speaks about it is like she was in love with Tupac to the point where You know, she has letters saved from when she would write to him or he would write to her, something when he was in jail. You know, when she was showing that to her daughter, so much to the point where her daughter thought that Tupac was her real dad or something like that. Like, it was like, it's
Bro, I am missing multiple chapters in this book. What the fuck?
Yeah, you didn't know about that, but like, that was a big thing. Yeah, her and like she said repeatedly apparently that Tupac was the love of her life. And just yeah, like she basically she goes out of her way to like say things about her and Tupac and how much she loves Tupac, and she'll say that like in front of Will, you know, like she doesn't.
And Will's like, I just have to accept this.
No, you don't, man.
There's a picture that somebody did where Tupac is in a car with one of his homies,
and she looks like she's chopping them off.
And she's like, all you see is just the top of Jada's head.
Can you wait, Balloons? Can you look for that? I know you're on camera now. Maybe you could.
Yeah,
you're on camera. Yeah, dude, it's so fucking. I know exactly the picture that Josh. It's so funny, dude.
Yeah, it was all over social media for a time.
So crazy. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, it's just been a whole thing. At what point? It's also like, I don't know. Again, if I'm being super duper charitable to Will, you could say that he's just being a really good dad. You know?
Is he?
But Eva, I mean, is that the reason he'd be sticking around for so long? Right? Is because he wants to be there for the family. That's what I'm saying. If you're being ultra trans, or if you're being ultra what is it? Ultra good faith. You could say that, but I think even that is a stretch because at what point, you know, you're I don't know. It's just a super bad family environment, I feel like.
Yeah, I agree, man. I agree.
So wait, was it photoshopped well?
No, not at all.
Okay, good. Because I'm like,
that makes it way funnier, by the way. If something is like poorly photoshopped, it's like the color the brightness and contrast is totally wrong. The vibrance is set all the way up, and she's smiling.
Why is this such low quality, bro? Oh my god,
bro. To me, that makes a meme way funnier. I saw one of her being like Future.
Oh god,
someone edited her face over you. Oh my god, I wish my my camera was showing so I could show you guys, but fortunately, it's not.
That's because you're. I don't know.
Say it, Balloons.
You are.
I dare you.
You dare me to say what?
I dare you to say it. Go ahead, man.
Why is I don't know why this is such low res.
Is it the actual picture itself?
Yeah, bro. I have to like zoom in.
Jesus Christ! Yeah. There it goes. Oh yeah, that is really low quality.
No fuck. So it's a.
That's actually the one though. That is the one.
You see this face here?
Her bald head poking out through the
No, do you see this face? Just a random black guy.
I don't know who that face is, but that's kind of freaking me out actually.
Yeah, that's like a full. Wow. All right, let's get that off there. See you later. Yeah, just a tough situation for Will for sure. Tough spot to be in.
Yeah, definitely.
So wait, you were talking about the morality of cheating.
Yeah, you said it's more. I would argue it's more accepted in modern times, given how much open relationships there are. But I would not say it's accepted. I would not say it's accepted, like as just a blanket statement.
I don't know, man.
You be hanging out with some weird, interesting people.
I don't hang out with those people, but I'm just speaking on what I see on like social media and just what people look at these days. You know, like we have. Like if you look at role models that we have right now, these role models are doing
what role models are you talking about?
Yeah, well, yeah. Let's name some people.
Right, let's see. So we got your favorite Balloons of Sexy Red. That's a great role model right there.
Why you just put that on Balloons like that, bro?
Who?
What?
Sexy Red?
In fact, I think Balloon said that Sexy Red wasn't attractive. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I know. It was because of the last video.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just dumb. Okay, sick. Yeah, I just that joke flew way over my head. That went sky high over my head. That's crazy.
It's all right.
I was like, actually, he doesn't even find her attractive like that.
He said, "Coop with the
I'm like, actually, he doesn't even find him attractive."
When I search up Sexy Red, all I get is red lingerie.
You don't remember?
You're on the know like that?
Oh, she has 2 Y's in her name. Hold on.
The Pound Town song with 7 remixes.
You remember the Pound Town song, bro?
Oh, that's this shit.
There it is. You remember?
Nah, that's a no for me. I hope you don't see the reflection of my glasses of what the fuck is on my screen over there.
Well, now
literally all I see is just red lingerie because I searched up Sexy Red. It's just gonna be red lingerie on the side of my glasses.
But we wouldn't have known. I'm not gonna lie to you, we wouldn't have known unless you said something, and now
unless you called attention to it. But you're a real goat for that.
Yeah, bro. Thanks for telling us what was on
You're
your
welcome.
screen.
You're welcome.
So Sexy Red.
I told you beforehand.
No, you didn't.
Sexy Red.
I'm just messing.
Sexy Red.
No, go on Google and search up Sexy Red. You'll get red lingerie instead of her.
Probably. I mean,
if you don't search up with the double Y.
How about Sexy Red and some red lingerie? Can we get that up there?
Shit, you want me to search? I got you, bro.
We don't need to look at that.
He's type dude.
Wait, do you find her attractive? Do you find her attractive, Coop?
Let me see. I gotta check. I gotta see her again. Hold on. Let me put my eyes on her real quick.
Okay.
Sexy with 2 X's?
With 2 Y's.
Oh, 2 Y's. Okay, excuse me.
No, I can share my screen. We can share. We can both.
She ain't bad, you know? She would definitely. I think the main thing is that she would definitely turn me down if I ever try to talk to her.
She ain't bad.
And because of that, you're not attracted to her because she would turn you down?
Yeah, I'm going to save face. I'm going to get ahead of the curve. No, she's attractive. I think she is. I think Josh and I can appreciate a queen. No, she's never not.
Those tattoos are fucking hideous. Like, I don't know if that's a hot take, but fucking hell, they're ugly, bro. Awful.
I think her face is pretty good.
I think her face is really good.
I bet I said it's pretty good. Let's not. Let's temper the expectations, Balloons. I said pretty good. I wasn't like that, you know what I mean? Like I wasn't going over the top of it. You took it there, okay, Balloons?
I'm almost mad that this is only audio because that would have been really fun.
Are you recording video at all?
I am recording video. But
yeah, dude, just fucking.
The video stays with me, fellas. So if I don't want this scene, I never want this hitting the fucking air on YouTube. This is not getting anywhere close. This is not touching the airwaves on YouTube for a goddamn thing. Are you kidding me? Is that a tattoo above her eyebrow?
Yeah, it says like Lucy or something. I can't read it. Edgy? It says edgy. It says edgy.
Oh.
I'm about to get a tattoo above my eyebrow that says edging. You know what I mean?
Oh, God. He's on his horny mode.
Yeah, for real.
That's crazy.
You guys don't know about my horny mode. You guys don't know what that looks like. I'm not even gonna. Don't even try to play with me right now.
I think if anybody would know, it would probably be me because you tell me a lot of things.
What does that mean, bro? What does that mean?
Well, that could be interpreted mad differently,
all right, Josh. All right, bro. Come on, man.
Yo,
get the fuck out of here, Josh.
Hey, y'all said you love each other, man. Hey, y'all can love each other and whatever y'all want to love each other.
Josh, I'm gonna let you finish in a second, Josh. But you know this is crazy is because a TikTok that I released not so long ago. I looked back at the video. It was the dance remix thing, you know what I mean, that we posted up on TikTok, and a lot of people. It did look like we were flirting with each other. I'm not even gonna hold you. So it's like one guy was like, he commented, "Just kiss already, you two," and I told him, I was like, "I'll ask Josh. Let's see what he wants." But yeah, so we can't propagate these storylines any further. I feel like
Josh is just so uninterested in that.
So Josh, I feel like you need to knock it off. I feel like you play too much of a part in people thinking that we're a certain type. And listen, hey, if you want to get in a relationship, Josh, the only relationship I'd consider is our friendship. Okay, I don't view you like that, Josh. I don't have feelings for you. Okay, I love you like a brother, but as a brother, me friend zoning Josh. Let's continue on with the podcast, man. Why am I getting silence for this? I don't get it. You guys hate me. It's unbelievable.
Josh, I can't do the freeze frame thing. I giggle too much. I can't do it. I saw what you were going for, and I tried it, but I couldn't fucking do it. You giggle, man.
I want to talk about it.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny, Balloons? Because I had rewatched that video, and then I was thinking about it, and I said, "Wait a minute." Balloons texted me and said, "Yo, let's do the free phrase thing."
I don't have camera.
I knew it.
I was like, "You did not have a camera." I was like, "It was only me." I was like, "It was only me." I was like,
and the one part I could play was just mute my audio. I didn't even do that. I was fucking giggling. Yeah,
he was in the background just cracking.
Because it was fucking hilarious. Oh my god!
I honestly think you guys. I'm beginning to hate you, Josh. I'm beginning to contempt you a lot.
Why?
So spiteful.
I think we shouldn't be friends anymore.
I said I didn't love him, and now it's just going downhill, bro.
I didn't mean it.
He just went on a rant.
I didn't mean it.
Do you need me to tell you I love you, Coop? Do you need me to tell you?
Josh, do you love?
Right, I love you like an internet stranger. There you go.
There you go. Are we strangers, Balloons?
Kinda. Not really.
Sort of. I feel like yeah, we're still like we're sort of strangers. I'll take that. I'll take that. But Josh, I've seen you in person, so you can't say the same thing, pal.
Honestly, I haven't said anything.
Always fucking does this, bro. All right, I want to talk about this real quick. Josh, you're always like, I don't know what the fuck is going on with you recently, but you're just like too cool for school. We were on the podcast. He's like, bro, no way, bro. Yo, bro. And it started. No, bro, because
I work in a school, bro.
No. You're but here's the thing: is like
teachers tell me all the time that I have the flyest shoes, bro. I thought
you were gonna say the teachers say that you're not cool enough for school.
I wear. You see what's behind me? This is what I wear to school, plus with whatever Jordans I have on, bro, and I just be there.
Those are keys. Let me just zoom in and copy it.
Yeah. But no, Josh, I really do think that I don't know if you feel like you're too cool for the show now, on your phone when we're in recordings, we're like sitting on a podcast. You're like, Coop, bro, couldn't be me. Even right now, look at Josh, dude. He's got a hoodie on, he's got a vibe, he's got a cap on under it. He's trying to play cool.
Am I just like being hated on because of my natural vibe sometimes? Like,
no, this is not your natural vibe, Josh. That's the thing. I don't know what this is, but this like laid back, like, bro, nah, can't be bothered to react to that comment. Hey, listen, if I say a bad joke, Josh, okay, that's on me.
I like just seeing the shadowy hand just phasing in and out. He's like, see you, man.
If I say a bad joke, Josh, hey, that's on. Okay, I'll take full responsibility, bro. I'll take full responsibility.
What do you want me to do? Do you want me to pretend laughing at your bad joke?
Okay. No. This is actually, let's actually ask that question. Is it better to not laugh or fake laugh?
I don't know. For the show, I mean, what's our dynamic on the show? Is it like, does Josh play the straight man?
Our dynamic is I shame you by not responding to your bad jokes.
Why am I always getting shamed?
Why are you always getting shamed? First of all,
do you feel like you have to check my confidence?
Wasn't Coop the one who was like, Josh, man, you have to be meaner, bro.
I feel like my parents are getting a divorce, bro.
I'm too nice. Josh, you're too nice, bro. You never clown on me, bro.
That's true. This is true. I did say that.
And now all of a sudden, bro, my naturalness to whatever Coop just does stuff is getting under his skin, man. And I haven't even done anything because I still
What
love
if it's
Coop.
not getting under my skin, man? What if it's not? What if this is for the show, Josh? What if I'm just
I would doubt that.
You think so? Do you think it's actually like real? I mean, I just try to keep the show entertaining, honestly. I actually, like, Josh and I have a very healthy relationship outside of school.
I still can't get over his blurriness, bro. I'm trying to keep the show entertaining.
Yeah, as you were saying, you were keeping the show entertaining, and I mean, it's pretty entertaining that we can't see you right now. Like Balloons and I, we always see is.
Is this what it feels like to be you sometimes, Josh? When you get like when we're giving you shit on the show, because it feels horrible. I feel like I'm on the hot seat right now. I feel like anything I say is being.
Wait, when have we given? Actually, no. Yeah, when have we given Josh a lot of grief? Like when have we gone in on him a lot?
I don't
we don't
know.
go in enough.
It's usually
we definitely don't go in enough.
It's usually Coop, bro. Coop will usually give me the most grief, but it's not like OD, you know.
Nah, I love Josh,
and it depends on who we're around, right? If we're around one of our boys from back at school, you know, then it's like they tag team me. You know.
Oh, go. Okay.
Pause, bro. Pause.
Okay.
This is not doing anything to help our situation, Josh.
How old are we?
Bro, we just Eiffel Tower, bro. The Eiffel Tower, be honestly, they're high-fiving.
I didn't mention Eiffel Tower. You did.
All right, Josh, bro. Just go ahead, man. Just keep going with the story, man.
Yeah.
Don't get tough over the internet,
no,
right?
Because you feel
bro, man. I feel like my parents are divorcing, bro. I'm just stuck in the middle. I just have two fucking things going on.
Actually, for those that are just tuning in, can you hear Josh Balloons?
Me? No.
No, he's just
like frozen on my screen.
Yeah. No, well, for those that are listening,
he said earlier that he was on his hotspot.
Oh, there it goes.
Yeah, my phone died.
So you're good. Technically, Balloons, you are to the right. You're not in the middle of this divorce. You're to the right of it, because if anyone on video knows, yeah. So it's Josh and I sandwiched together
because we were never married.
Married in friendship.
Oh my god!
It's like Coop will get mad at me for not laughing at that. What was I supposed to say to that? what was the appropriate response to that, Coop? Let me know.
Support me.
I fucking can't. Support me. Be a good husband. Support me.
He said that tearing up, bro. He said tearing up.
Bro, no, it's for those that watch. I mean, I absolutely love Josh as a brother. It's just we give each other a hard time on here for the fun of it, for the crack of the joke.
I mean,
what?
I just be vibing.
Yeah, but that's my problem, Josh. Is that I like you to be a little bit. It's also hilarious how Josh is freeze. He's like at the end of a.
I was chilling. I was just vibing. All of a sudden, Coop was like, "See, that's my problem right there, man. You're always vibing, and I hate it. All right."
I like Josh. I get the vibe sometimes that you're quiet quitting the job that is this podcast. You know what quiet quitting is? It's like when you just like show up. Like, don't treat this podcast like you're working at Target. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't treat this podcast like I'm going to go restock in aisle 12 and then just go sit in aisle 12 on your phone. You know what I mean? We're here to entertain, inform, and have real conversations about things.
So what are we having a real conversation about right now, Coop?
Cheating, bro.
Well, yeah, that's where we're supposed to be at. I feel like that's where we were at like 90 minutes ago, but the podcast felt like an hour and a half, and it's only been 32 minutes, excuse me, actually. But Josh, yeah, so you had the take that. Okay, so that's actually yeah.
Role models. We're on role models, right.
Yes, sexy red, and you said
Josh.
Yeah,
well, give us some more role models, Josh.
Yes.
Future.
Bro, what are role models? Are you fucking? Who do you look up to?
Part of the whole thing about Future is that he's not supposed to be a role model.
It's not that. Okay. It's not that I'm saying that these are my role models. That wasn't the question. The question is, are these people role models? And to me, they wouldn't be my role models because I'm old enough to understand that these are not people, or they're not doing things that I want to look up to. You know, I don't want to get involved in that. But if you're younger, like we've seen with
what younger? What age classifies as younger?
I don't know. Just young enough to where you can be easily influenced and not know any better.
Okay, so when you were young enough to be easily influenced and not know any better, who would you look up to? What era? What year?
Oh, well, I've only looked up to my, like, to this day still has been my dad and my uncle.
What about Corey Kenshin?
Because like even
I didn't find Corey Kenshin until I was 17.
Yeah, but like 17's still a time where you're in a formative phase. I feel like.
And even, I mean, I won't necessarily disagree with that, but I'll say that Corey Kenshin is somebody that I watched and I enjoyed his videos because they made me laugh, and it was he was just a nice person to spend time with on a video space, like YouTube, just watching YouTube videos. And then every once in a while he would drop like
God.
Just not along, bro. Just not along.
I know, yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Just like put in AI Josh voices in the middle. Cut them in. Actually, I think it's... blah, blah, blah.
Oh, she gone.
She's gone. Dude, he just pulled a magic trick.
I think he's getting a phone charger to charge his phone. It charges with hotspot.
There you go.
Balloon, you're smart, man.
Yeah.
What about me?
You're all right.
You're insecure. You're gonna name this Coop's insecure episode.
You just made it.
You're right there. You're all right.
But like the point I was gonna try to make was that like you say that we have these role models now, and the reason why I was asking about your age and like when you looked up to is like as if like role models as bad as the rappers today didn't exist back then, right? Like what you tell me like Tupac rapping about the gang life was like, oh yeah, great role model, right? Like no, that role models will always be bad famous people.
No, and I don't think anyone's actively championing cheating.
I agree with that. I agree with you. Said you don't think anybody.
I don't think anyone's actively saying like go out there and cheat though. That's my thing too.
You said
I don't think anyone's.
Hold on, let me speak to Balloon. I said I agree with the fact that what are you laughing about?
You just shut up, Coop. You're like, hey, get out of here. Oh, sorry, man. Coop's forgetting.
Go off, I guess, dude.
You were saying?
It's fine.
I'm saying that to Balloons, I said that I think while I do agree that of course there's always going to be bad role models, I just think that where we like it's just you can see the decrease, you know, like you can see the decrease in just a lot of different things that were once acceptable and then weren't acceptable now are acceptable. Like there's just a lot of different things that have changed in many of these different spheres, you know, like for example, sure, there's always been bad role models, right? You know, but like the song that you were listening to with Sexy Red and Pound Town, like who can you compare that to back then?
Well, I'm younger than you, so
Erykah Badu.
You cannot be serious with Erykah Badu, bro. You can't be serious with Erykah.
No, I'm just shitposting.
No, I'm just
the
saying,
thing is, in like Mexican culture, if you behave like that, you get your ass spanked. And like I grew up with Spanish, so I wasn't familiar with English speaking celebrities till I was like in middle school.
Wait a second, but also is Sexy Red? Does she like? It's her stuff is about sex, but like that's not cheating necessarily. That might be promiscuity, but that's not cheating.
It's not cheating. That's a separate conversation.
Yeah,
you know,
so we're saying who's out there championing cheating? Is that I think that's what the original question was. Like, who do you know? Which role model? That's what Balloons and I want to know. Which role model would you say is out there?
Well, promoting sex can promote cheating as well. Like promoting sex can lead to promoting open marriages and then promoting cheating.
Yeah, of course, but that's not the conversation. I'm saying like anything can. Also, there's advertisements that promote sex. So you know what I'm saying?
The same way you say anything can, like anybody, if you have a platform, you can become a role model whether you wanted to or not. You know,
no,
the moment that you have a platform and people watch you, you could be a role model. You know, you could be setting an example for people that you've never met. That's just what the case is. So while Sexy Red and them might not be a role model for me, they have a platform. They have a large platform, and a lot of people might look up to them. You know, and you know the examples that they're leaving behind. Now, in terms of like specifically cheating, I outside of like what I see with like Future and you know a lot of other people, like what's her name? Damn, I can't remember her name. I don't know. Point is, I've seen a few celebrities talk on like them saying stuff along the lines of like, hey, you know, you're young, go crazy, do your thing. Like nobody wants to, you know, like you're not gonna like one. I think Glorilla, she had said at one point, yo, when you in this age group of between 20 and 30, like that's when you can be crazy. You know, be crazy. Don't let nobody tell you nothing. You know, you want to go butt wild and whatever it is she said, just do that, you know. But once you reach like 30, you can't be doing that stuff no more. But do it now, like, you know, get out your system now.
Is that a new thing though?
And I also think, is that necessarily a bad I don't think that's right now. I think the message is more like right now, when you're not tied to anything, you don't have any responsibilities, and you can be a little bit more free, open, and wild. I personally, and I know we'll get to what I'm trying to say in a second, because I know you had other stuff to say, Josh, and Balloons, but I don't necessarily think they're necessarily saying like, you know, go crazy and be a son. But like, I don't think the message that while you're in your 20s going crazy a little bit and exploring is necessarily a bad thing. But we'll get to that in a second. I don't want to take away too much from the combo. Go ahead.
I personally wouldn't want to be 30 and like be like, I wouldn't do what I was doing when I was 20 today. Right? Like, I don't want to be 30 and look back and be like, because I feel like if you're looking back and be like, I shouldn't do that, I feel like that's implied shame. Like, your implied shame of your previous actions. I don't want to be in that situation where I'm 30 and looking back at my actions when I was 20 and being like, I can't stand by that today, right?
Yeah, but is being wild something that you can't stand? Like, I also
I'm talking about being like wild to the extent of cheating, which is what the point here is being made.
Okay, yeah. All right, but what's the definition of wild? Because everybody's definition of wild is going to be different.
That is true.
You know? Can I go? Why don't we go across?
Like you and I. Definition of wild, and another person can go out to like, you know, just go the extreme, and now they have multiple sex partners at the same time, like just like I don't know, like, but that's their definition of wild. Like that's what I'm saying. Like everybody's definition is different. But go ahead, Coop.
No, I mean that's a very good point. I mean, like for me, my definition of wild, and I guess maybe I'm viewing it too much from my own scope, but when I hear Sexy Red talk about, or I actually have never listened to a Sexy Red song, gotta be honest, besides Pound Pound Vomanitos remix, I think, or something like that. I don't really, like, when I think of crazy, for me is like, I don't smoke, but I don't think, right, like a lot of the people we went to Iona with, Josh, you know as well as I, they partied to the detriment of sometimes their future job opportunities. Like we know a couple of people, I'm not going to put them on blast on the podcast, that partied so much that they didn't really build a foundation as to having a career. That's being wild to a detriment. But I think you're taking what Sexy Red says, be wild, don't have a care, being in your 20s. I think you can be wild to a certain, because we also know people that partied and were, you know, wild, and I say that with air quotes. You guys can't see me because it looks like I'm in a witness protection program right now. Vague, little like. Yeah. I think it's like there is a certain level of wild in your 20s that, and also to your point, Balloons, that you'd look back on and say, instead of like, oh, I wouldn't stand by that now, because you got to be doing some heinous shit to say in your 30s you wouldn't do, but say, all right, you know what? I was in my 20s. I did some crazy stuff. It's like a funny memory that I could look back on. I think being wild to a point where it doesn't necessarily hurt you in the long run, and it doesn't, you can't look back and say, I don't stand by that now, is fine. And what I think you're going to say, Josh, and which is a very good point that I know you're going to make, is that maybe perhaps, and I know it, but Sexy Red might be promoting a lifestyle. It depends on what everyone, I think it depends more so on who's listening to Sexy Red and what wild is to the large majority of that listening group. So when she says go wild, who's listening to her and what their majority definition of wild is? Is that kind of where you're going with it?
I mean, in a sense, I don't think that was wrong in any way. I think that that's pretty spot on for the most part, but I just think in that same moment that you just said, you know, about how to, hold on, I'm trying to gather my thoughts. Give me a second.
You're good.
Yeah. So
I know what you're saying. You brought up some good points for sure.
Yeah. You know, remember, like a lot of our conversations just in general, you know, a lot of things that I speak on, I'm speaking on from looking at things that are where they're going in the future. You know, and just saying that, you know, I just want to be prepared for this later on in life, or this later on in life, or that later on in life. And a lot of times I've dealt with a lot of pushback from people around me because they feel like, bro, you're not having fun and you're not doing this. And I'm just like, I am having fun. I am enjoying myself. My definition of fun isn't your definition of fun, or my definition of wild isn't your definition of wild. And I'm enjoying myself. I just know that, you know, what you're doing is not something that I need to be doing. I don't feel the need to do that. And I agree with you, Coop, that a lot of people can't have experiences and then be like, yeah, that was crazy, and then sort it out and be fine later on. But also, a lot of people will be a lot more focused on it's only fun. I'm young. Any foundation for them to build from, and now they have nothing to build from. But
yeah, well, that's the thing. And then, so, you know what, going off of that vein, what was I trying to oh yeah, well, so is that more so, is that I want to push back a little bit on maybe the idea that it's the people that are role models in society right now that are pushing it. What if it's society as a whole? Maybe that's a more apt argument you can make, because
I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? If maybe we switch the lens a little bit to society, because wild as a society is like going out and partying and getting drunk and like cheating and
and all that. If I go on, say, like Hoodville or one of these like meme pages.
Hoodville, right? Is crazy. Yeah.
If you see, but you already know what I'm talking about. Balloons. I'm not sure if you're on social media to that front, but so you know what I'm talking about too. Half of those comments or half of those memes, has to do with somebody who is just like, it might be funny to read, but the reality is a lot of people think like that. When moving in on different women or doing this, like, the popular saying, don't let your girlfriend stop you from finding your wife, like stuff like that. And that is like just consistently promoted, to the point where like I said, I'm working in the school. I hear the conversations that 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds are having where they're quoting these different people, and how they're choosing to live their lives to that moment. I mean, again, that there's a bunch of other factors that play into that, like family and, what's around them and their friend groups and stuff of that nature. But I just think that society as a whole doesn't help with that. It just pushes a lot of just the unnecessary qualities. I've had conversations with friends that got too caught up with societal stuff, and they're telling me how it's like, oh man, don't even talk to that. Don't even worry about a woman like that, bro. They only woman like that don't exist anymore, bro. Women are like this, women are like that. And I was like, bro, what are you talking about? If you're only looking for a woman in the same place, of course you're going to keep experiencing the same type of woman. There's many different people out there. You just got to go out there. You got to find them, or maybe position yourself in a place where they will come to you. Obviously, it's just the societal stuff to where everything gets pushed. Now everybody starts believing that. I will never forget being surprised to witness people who are just literally saying back to me what I would read on like a Hoodville post, as if to say that was like, yeah, bro, that was straightforward. All women like that. What really? That's really what it is. But
not to call you out, Josh, but I've also seen you post, like, I think it was something about cheesecake on the story, and it was like, a lot of you guys can't be taking a cheesecake, but you're not above a cheesecake standard or something. So not to call you out, but I've seen
that was the post. The post was because in light of all this cheesecake stuff, the post was it was woman. It was like
it's something generalizing, and I was like, damn.
No. But it's not. It wasn't meant to be generalizing. It's meant to point out to the people who, because remember, I've asked a lot of people. I asked Grace. I asked some other people in my life, some other women in my life, and I was just like, hey, how do you feel about cheesecake? And all of them, for the most part, were like, I don't mind going to cheesecake. It's expensive, but I don't mind going there.
Cheesecake expensive is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of is, bro. But at least the times that I've been there. But anyways, the post said something along the lines of, y'all, some of y'all women out here wearing outfits off of Shein, complaining about going to the Cheesecake Factory, you know, and that was the post, and it was funny, but like that's directed at the people who was feeling some type of way about the whole cheesecake.
Right. And I'll tell you that now. I'll tell you now why I wanted to bring that up. And I don't see, this is the thing, is like there's all these subsections of society. So just in the same way that you got the people that are going to tune into Hoodville, that are going to say all this stuff, there's equally as many kids that are like, I've noticed at least, that are like uber, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing, Josh. Mm-hmm. Don't think I'm putting a negative connotation on this, but are also like uber religious, right? That believe in finding a wife, that believe. So it's like, I think you just need to be careful. Again, I'm not trying to come at you, you know, like I feel like one of the cool things about this podcast, we always have conversations like this, is I think what you're seeing right now, you might just be viewing it as the entirety or the lump sum of our generation. So for as many people as I've seen, I would also argue that I've seen far more people that are looking for their person rather than saying like, oh, you know, at least I've seen that are saying like, oh, you know, dating my girlfriend to get to my wife. I think there's, I know Balloons wants to get it. I think there's.
I'm waiting, bro. He's waiting. Teacher, come here.
Yeah, no. Let me just get out this. Let me just get my shit off real quick.
Go ahead, bro.
But I think even taking it a step further, Josh, a lot of the content we cover on this channel and the stuff that we consume, because we're both into the same kind of like manosphere and like relationship dynamic stuff, could be coloring your view of what this up and coming generation. Now, I know you have stuff at work too that you see, but I would say like, don't let it make or give you the idea that that's everyone, you know, or that's like a large portion of the population. But Balloons, go ahead.
Before
okay.
I'm good. And if I push that, that's not me. You know, people, you know, will take what they take from what I say, but I'm saying I will never say that that's everybody, you know, because that will be kind of hypocritical to me, because when people will say to me, or, you know, women have said to me like, oh, you guys are the same, or you guys are like this, I know that the way how I think and the way how, you know, the other people on here might think are not relative to how a lot of guys, or at least what society pushes on social media as the majority, is what is being seen. You know what I mean? Like, guys these days, if you look at what is said about us, we're all misogynistic, all we care about is sex, all this stuff like that, you know? And that's not me. That might not be Balloons. And that's not
cool. It might not be. He's like, I don't know him too well, so let me just let me put
I'm being respectful, you know. I don't believe it's you, Balloons. I don't believe it's you, Balloons. But I was just being respectful in case you wanted to be like, nah, bro, what you mean? All I care about is But anyways, so all I'm saying is, you know, all I'm saying is, you know, we don't care about those things. So for me to say like, oh, all women are this or all things is that, I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is, from a societal standpoint, what is being pushed is just a lot of these things are a lot more accepted. And that is kind of my issue, because now, because of a lot of those things being a lot more accepted, now we have a lot more people believing, oh, okay, this is okay, this is what we got to do. When you're young and you're easily, you know, and you're trying to figure you out and you're trying to fit in and you're trying to figure out what it means to be a man, all these different things, you know, it's ridiculous. You know, people, I mean, we all experience it, you know, get into fights over girls because, oh man, he said this about, like, bro. You know, there's just so many different facets of that. But anyways, I just wanted to say or state that I'm not saying that I believe that it's everybody in the generation, or I'm not saying that, but I'm speaking from the societal push, what I see when we're on social media, or what is just pushed as general. That's what I see. But as you were saying.
So wait, so you see.
And another thing. No, I'm kidding. Okay.
Wait, no, so you're saying you don't want to say that you see everybody doing this. But you're fine saying that you see society doing it.
I don't. Yeah,
society is everyone. That's the part that's confusing me so much. I use those words interchangeably, so I'm assuming you don't. You see those words interchangeably.
Well, okay. So when I say society, I'm kind of referring to what I see. You just like the media pushing, or what is popular, I guess. You know, what I see a lot of people going for. That doesn't necessarily speak. You know,
so it couldn't be me.
No, but at the same time, that doesn't mean that it's not being pushed. It doesn't mean that it's not being popular. You know, how many posts do you see that are about what it means to be just a man in general, or what it means to actually care about the people around you, what it means to look after those people around you, what it means to, you know, be a husband, what it means to just like stuff of that nature, you know. I'll see a lot less of that. Now, of course, a lot of that can also play into like who you choose to follow, right? You know, and because of that, I've changed a lot of the people that I follow, so I can see more of that. So I can definitely see more of that. But I had to go out of my way to go find that. Most of the stuff that I see is just the other stuff. That's what I'm saying. You know, that's what I'm saying. But I'm not saying when I say society, and I'm kind of referring to like what the media pushes and what is popping up on just the natural feed. You know, that's just what I see.
I will say I am curious if people share your same story with the algorithm, because I don't see.
I see a lot of like
talking about
build yourself up stuff,
pushing infidelity or any of that. Like you're saying how you don't see people pushing like a conservative, more conservative. Now I'm not using the political term, but the more like husband, wife, 3 kids, whatever. Yeah. Right? You don't. You're saying you don't see a lot of that, but I see plenty. Right?
I do too.
Like, you won't have the same experience algorithmically.
Probably not. I mean, I've changed my algorithm to reflect that. You know, I've changed my algorithm greatly to reflect a lot of that. You know, but at the same time, there's also a lot of people who are. I mean, this goes back to like the whole. Go ahead, Coop.
Oh no, I think I was gonna just shoot you some bail, Josh. I think also there is something to be said for like what these young kids are watching. So like we have our algorithms, right? Like my algorithm is pretty much like MMA, ripped guys, and I don't know, like meme videos, right? And it's only because I appreciate a good physique. So none of you motherfuckers get out of here with that. Oh my God, bro. Because I feel like anyways, whatever.
He saw me do this and he's like,
yeah.
I got real. You see what I got on right now?
He's flexing his Adidas. That's crazy.
No. What my Adidas cap? Yeah. That's what I'm flexing right there. Yeah.
So you think I'm capping and I like men, Josh?
Hey man, it's fine. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it.
Listen, bro.
Maybe I do. Who knows?
Own your truth, bro.
I will. Don't say I won't. Anyways, so no, I think to shoot Josh some bail, you could argue that perhaps while you and I, Balloons, are into some more, I don't know if necessarily niche is the right word. We're not watching what the next generation is watching. And what the next generation, you think about the biggest artists right now, I think Josh could have a very valid claim that perhaps the biggest pushers could be the pushers of this ideology, right? That like promiscuity, being really wild, could be that the biggest pushers of that are the people with the most, like, who's the biggest zeitgeist celebrities right now?
What's a zeitgeist? What?
Yeah, it's like pop culture, basically. It's like, so who's like in the most in the, yeah. So it's like, who's the biggest personalities right now that people would like universally know? Probably Kai. And we talked about this, I think, one of our first podcasts, like that, the idea that with the stuff that happened in New York, Kai was implicated, or not could be implicated, but was implicit in that a little bit because of his wild content. So you have Kai being a lot more wild, being like, oh yeah, we're going to have like an AMP party with big booty bitches and stuff like that. You know, so all I'm saying is you look to the biggest celebrities of the next generation, while there are niches in the internet for like building up families, and I've noticed a strong counterculture of that. Josh also is around kids a lot more, and I don't mean that in a bad way.
That sounded crazy.
That's wild. Yo, my bad, Josh. Yo, I mean, he works in a school. So he's around kids, and those kids might be watching people that do promote that perhaps the biggest and most widely known and affluential figures could be promoting that type of thing. So I will give that to Josh. I can't speak to that because, you know, I'm not watching Kai on the regular. I'm not watching what a 14-year-old watches. So, you know, I'm more 12, 13-year-old is my speed in terms of content. You know, I like watching I like watching kids' TV shows for my entertainment.
What did you watch as a kid?
Me?
And does it reflect what your current viewpoints are?
SpongeBob.
I'm curious about that.
Yes. SpongeBob all the way. The thing with SpongeBob is there's an applicable SpongeBob meme for every situation on the planet. There's not one situation where you can't plug a SpongeBob meme in. It's actually so universal. And then I watch a lot of Cartoon Network. Watch a lot of Nickelodeon. I watch like the regular show. I'm pretty vanilla, pretty standard at what I watch. Josh, you go next. Everyone go.
What were you guys watching when? How old were y'all when YouTube fucking started taking off? Like where people could start putting out things.
I didn't find out about YouTube until I was in 4th grade. So that's
8, 9, right?
Yeah, 8, 9.
Yeah, it's around the time where I found it too. And then I was watch a lot of PewDiePie.
I was actually shamed. I was actually shamed because there was this one kid named. Well, actually, I'm not gonna say his name, but I haven't spoken to him since 4th grade, but
that was the stake in your relationship.
No. Well, I mean, our entire relationship, friendship, like I'll say friendship. I'll throw it there, but our entire friendship was him basically in disbelief about the things that I didn't know. Like he was just like, bro, you don't know about the Wii? You don't know about the Xbox? The Wii, bro. Wii.
Oh, I also heard weed. Yeah, I also heard weed.
I was like, "This is you guys were some sick ass 4th graders, bro. That's crazy."
No. Like he would be shocked that I didn't know what a Wii was or YouTube and then just be walking up to other kids like, "Yo, he doesn't know what YouTube is." And I just eventually I got tired of it. But like also I'm older now, so I remember back to some of that, and I was like, "Yeah, something was definitely like a little bit off there because." He would ask me that, and sure, maybe I didn't know what YouTube was, but then he would jump to, "Yo, you telling me you don't know when the Xbox first came out? It came out in this year." I'll be like, "Bro, why do you know that? Like, why?"
That is
like,
true.
Why, like
sounds like he was just a really big
like,
Xbox fan, dude.
Well, just everything fan from I actually every now and again I think back to 4th grade, and I wish. And maybe one day I'll be blessed to run into my class from 4th grade. But a lot of them, I feel like, thought that I was a little weird.
Like, listen, I got a fucking podcast now, pal. How about that? Go check that shit out.
It's not even that. It's just like they've never seen like the me now. So I'm just curious to see like what it would be like to meet them now.
They'd be proud of the man you become, Josh.
I remember. Okay, hold on. Let me tell you this. First day of 4th grade, I walked in there and I was in a bad mood because of something. And then this one girl walked up and she was being nice, and I told her to shut up because for whatever reason.
Oh, goddamn! Andrew Tate in the building, baby. Let's get it.
She was like, "Josh, have you heard of the Wii?" And he was like, "Shut the fuck up."
No, that wasn't her. The Wii thing was a different kid. But anyways, so like, it was a joke. She went and told the teacher immediately, and that was like my first day. I remember that vividly, and then there was another instance where I became friends with like a bunch of the people in the class. Like Christian was cool, but he was always grilling me about how I didn't know things. There was this other guy.
Did you just say the name earlier? You were like,
it's fine, bro. It's fine.
Oh no, dude! It's not like there's like 8 billion Christians in the world.
There's like a whole bunch of Christians in the world, bro. That's
religion, dude.
To doubt he will be watching this. But anyways, yeah, for real, we get email. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to block my name out. Anyways, so there's Christian. He was always grilling me about stuff I didn't know. There was this kid named Brandon who he was like kind of like an everyman dude. Like he would always be like, "Yeah, what's up, Josh?" and then say what's up to me. And he was always like with Christian for some reason. But he was cool people. Then there was this other kid, and I can't remember his name, but he was really cool. And he was like, he always reminded me of the guy from Ratatouille who was always talking about how he killed a man with his thumb. And that kid always reminded me of that guy. And every now and again, while I would be in class, he would turn around and look at me, and I'd be like, "What's he about to do?" And he just raise his finger like this, and then pretend to like pick his nose. and then go back to doing work. He was actually one of the coolest kids I've ever met. Like, that was he was great. He was great. And then there's this guy named Dylan who was my best friend until I moved. He was great. We loved Legos. That was like what we bonded over. And then this other guy, and then there's three more people. One of them was this dude named Jacob, and we're gonna come back to Jacob in a second. The other one was this girl named Shaquana. Shaquana was absolutely goated. Her family was great. She had a bunch of brothers, and they all messed with me, and I messed with them. And to this day, I'm mad that I did not stay in contact with Shaquana because she was she was one of the coolest people I've ever met. Like, she was great. Shaquana, if you ever watch this, you're absolutely goated. I hope you're all right. But anyways, and then Shaquana's best friend, Moesha, who was my crush for the entire year. And one time, I was trying to impress her by running fast with my parents, and I was wearing all white, and it just rained, and I slipped and fell in mud just as her family walked by, and she was like, "Oh, you okay, Josh?" I was like, "Yeah." And then my dad was my dad was just laughing at me because he had told me not to run, and he was like, "Now you look dumb. Now you look dumb.
Now you look stupid, Josh."
So now returning back to Jacob, and this is why I say, like, I wish that I could go back and just be better, so to speak, or at least kind of show that I'm not that dude anymore. So for whatever reason, Jacob got upset with me because he felt that I was too much of a positive person for whatever reason. Like, I don't know. I don't remember what the issue was. He was just like, "You're just too nice, bro." And he just got mad at that, and we stopped being friends.
What are you so happy for all the time?
Yeah. He could not comprehend it. So this one day, I told the truth about something, and they had this thing in my fourth grade school where we would all be given chain necklaces, and if we did something, we would get a charm to put on the necklace, right? So I got the integrity bee, and I put that on the necklace, and then because I got something to put on the necklace, I also get to pick from my teacher's like treasured box, and I get to pick a little gift for myself. And I was like, "Bet, like, this is gonna be great." And I'm picking something. Everybody in the class is like, "Yo, what are you gonna pick? What are you gonna pick? Yo, pick this, pick that, pick that." And I'm looking, and the only person who's not next to me is Jacob, because he's just kind of looking at me from the corner, just scowling. And I look, and I see that there's like a box of baseball cards, and I know that Jacob likes baseball. I personally don't care for baseball, but I pick up the cards, I walk over to Jacob, and I give it to him, and he's like, "What are you giving me this for?" And I was like, I said some Disney Channel thing, bro. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was along the lines of, "Because that's what friends do." And then I turn around,
put your glasses on, and just walk away.
No, I balloons on everything. That's exactly what I did. That's exactly what I did after that, bro. That's exactly
Jacob was
what I did.
So tight after that, bro. Jacob was like, "Ah!"
He actually was mad. Like, he almost like threw the cards back at me, but I guess he kept them anyways. But whatever.
You dodged them at the last second. Turn around, grab them from behind.
I pull a like Bully McGuire, like he throws them. I dodge, spider whip them back into his face. Anyways, I've been playing too much Spider-Man. The point is, I just wish that I could kind of re-meet these people and be like, "What's going on?" Like, yeah, I'm not a Disney Channel kid. I'm actually really chill and laid back now. I'm a
Nickelodeon boy.
Oh my gosh, no.
I'm a Cartoon Network kid.
I just want to see how differently things are, because I during that time period that I was there, I was actually in a shelter home with my family. You know, not to get that deep, but I was actually in a shelter home with my family. So we ended up leaving that shelter home, and then we went to Bayshore after that year. And also the fourth grade school that I was going to at that time period closed down due to gang violence in the area. And they moved everybody over to the high school like a year early. Yeah. And I never went over to the high school. That was the last time I saw all my friends. But it's okay, because like I went to Bayshore and I met all the people that I know now. So like it worked out, but it's just, man, I would just love to re-meet those people. You know what I mean? It'd be cool. But yes, so that's my little story time to end the pod, I guess. You know. Any thoughts?
Yeah, I don't want to end it. I mean, it's a great story, but I think we should get back to the central issue, which is that you're too cool for this podcast, Josh, and I don't like it. And I feel like it's very detrimental to everyone on the fucking. It's audio only. But if everyone saws the way that fucking Balloons and Josh reacted to that is crazy. Literally, both of them just rolled their shoulders back.
I think this. Wait, I think this dude. No, what? Anyway,
no, you got it right. You got it right.
Oh, I did. Coop over here. Right?
Oh, never mind. No, you didn't. Nope. Not even close.
Oh no, I thought you were talking about me. Yeah, same. Yeah. No, yeah, you are. Yeah, you're good. You're good now.
There you go.
So this man Coop is actually the Jake that I met in 4th grade, and I know this because now Jake has gone from hating the fact that I'm positive to now he hates the fact that I'm laid back.
I'm him.
Now he can't pick what he wants. He can't pick what he wants me to be mad at. Bro.
Josh, I never hate you. I can't.
I'm kidding, bro. You're not the original Jake, bro. So anyway, I'm kidding.
You can never be him. I'm like, wow.
I'm kidding, bro. I'm kidding.
But yeah, I don't actually think you're too. It's just I've noticed that you are. If there is one thing that I will cherry pick, and I will do it, I will go out of my way to. It's just that you're on your phone sometimes during the recordings, and I noticed when I was editing the video, it's just like Josh is on his fucking phone, and I was like. If you were speaking and I just like started scrolling Instagram, I'd be like, damn. And I'm not saying you were scrolling Instagram. I don't know if you had like a message or something.
He's looking at some baddies, bro. Shit.
He's looking at sexy red pictures. Josh is like scrolling through sexy red. Damn, that's crazy, Coop. That's wild.
That's rough, bro.
That's rough. I'm like, yeah, no, I asked you for your opinion, and you were like, yeah, that's shit happens, bro. But what were you gonna say? Sorry.
No, I was gonna say it's usually that I get like a text message and I'm responding. You know, I'm not usually sitting down just scrolling social media. You know, I'm not usually doing that. Or sometimes there was the one time that we were talking and I didn't want to forget my point, so I just wrote some of them down. Oh, you wrote it down?
All right, fair enough.
Yeah. But you know, I will do better at not being on my phone while we're
it's not even that big. I just wanted to drum it up. I thought it would be funny for the podcast. Honestly, for everyone that listens, Josh and I are actually best friends in real life. Like, it's actually crazy.
Oh, no? Yes. No, 100%.
I wasn't joking that time, Josh. My treatment, bro.
That's crazy. I said I wasn't even joking. Josh was like, no, I don't think so. Leaves the studio. No, I mean, we are no. In all seriousness, though, we are very close. So it's not like we just give each other a hard time on the pod for a nice laugh, for a good-hearted riff.
We give each other a hard time all the time, bro, just to mess with each other.
It is crazy, like yeah. I think you said it's a brotherly relationship on the last pod. It really is, you know.
Yeah.
I know I love Josh because Josh annoys the shit out of me, and I'm sure I annoy the shit out of him sometimes.
Sometimes.
Most times, I'm sure I annoy. But anyways, do we want to get out of here, man?
See, now he's guilt tripping himself. I said sometimes. He added the most times. I didn't do that.
No, it's okay. I get it. I'm not wanted. I'm not needed. It's fine. I ended off like a.
Do I want to end it?
I end it like a girlfriend that's not getting enough attention. It's fine. Just don't compartmentalize me like I'm a chore, Josh. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead and end it.
Thank you guys so much for watching the Jake and Josh podcast here with Jacob Cooperman, Josh Dakota, and the one and only Balloons.
The one and only, the greatest podcast producer of all time.
All right, first face cam and nothing happened, but you know,
I know.
That's the part. All right, but thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, sub, all that good shit. See you beautiful reds. Oh my god, it's just in my outro. See you reds in the next video. Peace out. Bye.
Peace.